Hi guys, welcome back to Winter's Naked Embrace. This is going to be the epilogue to the series. We're in Quonset and it's day 40. So I think we left off before on around day 25, 26. In the intervening, 2 weeks or so, we did manage to fashion the bearskin bedroll. And I also put on the moose hide satchel, which I've confirmed has no benefits for temperature, so it does not count as clothing as far as I'm concerned. Unfortunately, we don't see it over his shoulder. That would be cool. But we do have the bearskin bedroll, and I have confirmed that indeed you can overcome indoor temperature with it, so I no longer need to sleep with a fire. So the great victory is upon us in this mode. I feel like we've beaten it. And so what we're going to do now is, wanted to demonstrate that to you, but I also thought, you know what, earlier on when we were at our junction, back in Ravine, we were thinking of maybe we go to Bleak Inlet, maybe we go to Timberwolf Mountain, and I chose Bleak for good reasons. But now that we're kind of at the end of the game, I think what we might do before the Winter's Embrace event ends, which is soon, let's go do Timberwolf Mountain and see what it's all about. Before they turn the heat up again, let's go check it out, and the save will become irrelevant at that point. So it's coming up to nightfall, but I think if the weather's nice, let's head out. A couple of buffs on the go here. And I do have an extra bearskin there in case we had to repair it, but the bedroll, but you know what, like, let's just not bother. I've done a pretty good gear shakedown. We're not taking everything. I'm taking a fairly minimum kit. Oh, nice, guys. Cold, but very, very clear. So what I was thinking of doing was just taking a stroll out, and I'll walk and talk. I'll tell you how it went over the last 2 weeks. It was a challenging 2 weeks, guys. I almost could have made a series, like, episodes on it if it hadn't been so, I find the episodes that are heavy in the crafting can be a little boring, right? Transit episodes are more interesting, so it was, a lot of waiting. The bearskins took a long time to cure, and I basically had to wait it out. So I was hanging around here, but I had to sleep with a fire every time, so it was really challenging to keep that firewood up. And what I ended up doing was going up to Cinder Hills coal mine, and I stripped it for coal. I came back with something like 45 coal or something, but to be honest with you, it was the whole thing was challenging. It was fairly touch and go at times, shot a whole bunch of wolves, and did a little of this and that, little hunting. Now this fishing hut out here was my campsite, really, because I needed the exterior fire bonus, so I slept here pretty much as possible just to conserve fuel, and did a little fishing, which was fun. And yeah, it took forever for those things to cure, so we just grinded through it, but it was challenging to keep the fire going. And I think that's teaches me something about this game, that that simple. Oh, this is gonna end a deer. I just thought I'd show you my little home over here, because oh yeah, their detection range is so low that they can't even detect that deer. But anyway, let's get him going, get him eating. Yeah, there it is. Just to keep that wolf occupied. So this is my little house. I slept here with these wolves around me all the time. And yeah, we got a little bit of food, deer I never cooked, an extra bedroll I set up out here, and it was cozy. You can see, there's been a fair bit of activity here. So it was a good time. It was definitely a nice place to stay. And even though it didn't have a door, I found that I could get wind shelter whenever I needed. So it was luxe. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful evening, guys. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, that simple change to making indoor temperatures, not free, basically, and scale with outdoor temperatures, it totally changes the game. So having to sleep with a fire. And I think that's so realistic. So that's a change, as I've said over and over again in the series, that they made in the Shieldheart made in the Relentless Night mod, and it was such a good change, guys. Really looking forward to him getting his mod up to snuff for this version of the game, and you never know, he might. So we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I'll definitely be back into it if he does that. It's a very cool mod, guys. In case you haven't looked into it, but what the sort of backstory for that mod is that the geomagnetic disaster that is supposedly befallen the Earth, that mod kind of enhances our vision of it and paints it in a little for us, and tells us that the reason for that geomagnetic disaster is that the Earth's spin is slowing down for some reason, until the Earth becomes eventually tidally locked with the sun. So what that ends up being is lengthening days and nights. And so it's a really cool effect in the game, alien effect of the days getting longer and the nights getting longer. And it's double-edged because the days are easier because they're longer. So this afternoon time right now, which is the optimal everything time, is a lot easier. But the nights are that much longer. And because he makes indoor temperatures scale with outdoor temperatures, you must have a fire at night. So you end up doing these insane preps to try to get ready for the impending night. And it's just awesome. So it's almost worth going down Time Capsule, guys, and checking that out. Now, one thing, guys, I remembered is I heard that with the latest Wintermute, this mine got added, and I've never seen it. So, you notice I'm skipping my buffs here. I have so many herbal teas that we're just going to run off herbal teas I have. I don't think we're going to even mess around. But leave Coastal Highway, right? So anyway, I want to see what this is all about here. I've heard that if there's an aurora, something happens in here, and I've actually never been in here. So we got a flashlight, tools. I just thought I'd stop by. Oh dear. Guys. I'll take the go drink. I just realized I think I forgot my hacksaw. Darn. So if I'm doing Timberwolf Mountain, guy wants to have a hacksaw, right? So I will probably find a hacksaw, considering the Gucci-ness of all this, the fact that there's so much loot, but it's a bit of a gamble. I think I'm going to gamble on it, though. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's really a bummer. I meant to bring it, but... Okay, tons of coal here. This is actually another coal stash. I didn't even know about this, so in those 14 days, it would have been nice to come here. But hey, it got added sort of sneakily, and I never stumbled upon it, but sort of penny dropped that it happened, and I was like, okay, I gotta go check it out. Yeah, it's ye old coal mine here, as usual for this game. But I hear that there's an elevator some here that activates on Aurora and takes you down to some sub-chamber that could be cool, but I don't think we're gonna hang around for an Aurora. Yeah, oh. Yeah, this is not gonna be active, darn. I heard you can get trapped down there too if you don't deal with it before the Aurora ends, which is just really kind of cool, actually. Neat. Okay, guys, so there it is in all its glory. It was alright, but no hacksaw. Yeah, guys, so... Do I go back for the hacksaw? I think not. There's usually a hacksaw on Timberwolf Mountain somewhere, and I feel like the fact that we have, Voyageur setting means that I'd say it's all but certain that we'll find a hacksaw, so I'm just going to go with it. Worst comes to worst, we can't open the containers, which would suck, but I can still summit. So that's, that's good, I guess. And that's really what it's about. I want to summit. I was thinking, though, of getting clothed in the most, going from being naked to being clothed in the most Gucci clothing imaginable, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so one thing I need to do here is find my way up this hill. It's like that hacksaw. I had honestly been reminding myself. It's been a while since I played this. I put it down for a bit, and yeah, I was reminding myself about the hacksaw, but my memory's really bad. It's just really bad. I'm getting older, and it's just I'm not that old, but you know what I mean. I think once you're past once I was past 35, it's downhill, man. But anyway, I'm still surviving, but what can I say? Okay, so let's go up here. We're gonna find a hacksaw, guys. It's gonna happen. It's Voyageur. They won't cheap us on a hacksaw. If it was Interloper, I'd be a little more nervous. Although I think still there's a pretty good chance of finding a hacksaw in Timberwolf. Don't exactly remember where, but there's a rumored one on the summit. But would never go all the way up to the summit without one. It seems risky. So, what to do now? I don't know if we can make it all the way to the... Oh, wait. Wait. I think we want to go up here. Yes, guys. This really strange steep path here. This is the way. Yep, almost got sidetracked there. I've come down this path, but going up it, you just don't really notice it. It's super steep. So I think there's a trailer up here, and then I have to kind of, I don't know, I have to figure it out. I can't exactly remember the path here to get up to. I went to the coal mine, but I went by way of the tower last time, so
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
that was my route. Now I should warn you guys, you know, you'll probably see from the episode link, but here's the trailer, nice, that, yeah, typically, I try to stick to a 45-minute to an hour episode, and, you know, the average watch time for my episodes is so short. People watch it for, like, you know, 20 minutes or something. But I'm thinking of making this this is an epic epilogue, so I'm going to try to go for the whole thing. I'm going to try to sum it in this one episode, so if that's not your thing,
That'll come in
you know,
handy.
fair warning. Well, sweaters are good. But yeah, fair warning. If it is your thing, guys, you're in luck. I think I'm gonna do a super long episode. I'll see if it breaks YouTube or not. Why did I take that book? I don't know. Weird reflex. More herbal tea. I might have even found, I'm trying to remember, I might have even found a hacksaw in the Cinder Hills coal mine, but now I don't remember. Maybe I brought it down with me. Anyway, whatever. Let's just check our frostbite is, oh, way nominal, guys. I looked up nominal, and it is the right use of the word. It means like low, at a low level, so. There you go. Alright, we're gonna get cold. Let's get cold. I could have slept in there, guys. I didn't check the temperature, but I could have slept. I think this is the way. Up here and to a left, I think, is to the mine. And I stripped it of coal, but I bet you it's been a while, so I bet you it's respawned. But I didn't show you my full loadout leaving Quonset, but if I had done that, I might have noticed I was missing my my hacksaw. But yeah, basically I've got I just took MREs, guys. So MREs, a whole bunch of herbal tea, all the ammunition. I dropped some arrowheads, because I ran out of, the crazy thing was in those 14 days I ran out of feathers, like, which is unusual. I just feel like for some reason bodies weren't spawning feathers, corpses and carcasses and stuff. I don't know why. It was weird. But yeah, they stonewalled me in the feathers, and I yeah, it was SOL. So I had to drop 4 arrowheads, but I've still got something like 13 arrows, so definitely not really in a hurt locker in that respect. We're okay. I don't even think I'll use much of it. You know, I've got a whole bunch of rifle, pistol ammo and stuff, so we're heavily loaded as usual. The extra 5 kilos from the Moosehide Satchel is amazing. Here's my little fire. I think I slept out there, actually, in order to get the outdoor burn time bonus, because I was that desperate. Oh yeah, for some reason I couldn't start a fire in here. Okay, so I found a stormland. I guess, you know what? Let's just use it. We'll save the, oh gosh, we're still cold, guys? Okay, guys, so just to take the edge off, let's see what it is. There, -10 and +12, guys. So there it is. Boom, no fire, gaining. We're in it, you know, we're in the dark, so we might as well just max this out. Let's do a couple more hours. Just to give us some heat, so when we walk this thing, we're kind of in good shape. We're going to come out in the dark, but, you know, who cares? What time is it? Yeah, getting in there. 11.8. So this thing's actually taking damage, this bearskin bedroll. It's not like, you know, down 0.2. I only have a few of those. You know, that makes me nervous. You notice I brought my old bedroll. The reason for that was, if I do end up having a fire for whatever reason, I might as well, you know, sleep with it. So not use my bearskin bedroll, because I was noticing that I was doing damage to it pretty rapidly, and that's not a good scene. How cold? It was -10 here, so it's -8 with this thing. Now, I guess there wasn't a hacksaw. It's just, this is a hacksaw spawn in here, I think, guys. Yeah, I already searched it. Yeah, this cave I find a little bit kind of difficult to navigate.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Yeah, the coal respawned, guys. Crazy. I think I take a right here. Yeah, so there's this cage, and I think this cage has a hacksaw spawn. Yeah, but not right now. I don't need the bandage. That's too bad, guys. Yeah, I think it has a hack spot, soft spawn. Maybe not. I can't remember actually, to be honest with you, but all good. Let's keep going. It is coal in here though. Like we're losing quick. Now this I have to go right. I think. Look at all the coal. It's oh no, left. Insane coal. But yeah, last time I was here, at least at the doorway, it wouldn't let me start a fire, so I had to go outside. Let's see if that's still the case. Might as well warm up hard. So yeah, it's just sleeping like that short interval there, we recovered all our condition, so definitely no stress. Where's the hacksaw spawn down here? Okay, I don't think it's gonna let us. Yeah, can't start a campfire indoors. Is that typical, guys? Okay, 84, that's better than the one I have. Drop to 77. Work boots, guys. Good stuff. Just want to make sure. Oh gosh, more boots. I just want to make sure I don't didn't leave a hacksaw around here. There's gonna be one, guys. Let's have faith. It's making me wonder though if in Pleasant Valley I shouldn't check the barn. Yeah, the barn. But I don't know if the barn actually ever has a hack spawn, soft spawn now. Now that I think of it.
Wait. I'm so cold. Up again.
So, yeah, we're cold. There's just so much coal. I did go over there already. Got the stims and the ammo that was there. I think some rifle ammo or something, which is kind of amazing. And yeah, we're just about out. So cold though. So maybe we'll just pop out and make a fire. It's early in the night, so as long as it's good weather, I don't mind traveling on it. I probably should have taken a couple extra coal, but whatever. Okay, let's just do that. We're still underweight, so it doesn't hurt to. I'm gonna leave the lantern behind, I think. So we'll drop that weight and then. Come on, where's all that coal? Oh, is it really all the way down here? That's awful. Oh, regretting this already? Here we go. 1, 2, just wait till it's okay, we're overweight now. And I'm gonna burn 2 right away, so super hot fire. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to be, I'm pretty close to underweight, and you can afford to be up to like, you know, 10 kilos overweight, so I don't really need to worry, but I could even bring the lantern, but I only brought 20 matches, guys, and a fire striker, and the mag lance, but the idea is that, do you think we're going to start 20 fires between here and the summit? I don't think so, so that was my logic. But yeah, I left like 100 matches or something behind, you know, there's just so many of them in the game, it's crazy. Even on Interloper, guys, you have piles of matches. I find that the match thing is done pretty much, you know, the first week you're loaded. Yeah, let's drop this thing. Drop the extra fuel. And let's see what we see out here. Windy, hopefully not. Tell you what, guys. Let's just go. Like, I could make a fire right here with all that extra coal, but let's just go down to that cave. Let's run it. Might as well. Go down to the cave. We'll rest up there. We might as well. You know, I'll start a fire. That way we can sleep with the old sleeping bag. Okay, deer down there. Nice. Good to see a deer. Now this is probably going to end up being pretty dark for you guys. When I played the Relentless Night Mascus Challenge, which was at night the whole run, I cranked the brightness way up. But I put it back down since then, and now the brightness is kind of like dark. I mean, if I a couple of times I've been lost, or I've gone inside and just couldn't find my way around and had that panic, which is fun. Okay, I think there's a cave further. There might be a wolf risk around here. somewhere. Over on that hill, maybe. Oh yeah, the cave's not for a while here. It's behind that embankment over there. Bit of a walk, really. Yeah, I've been thinking, you know, it's been a good run, and like, you know, before this I did Gucci Birch, man, and that was a really fun run. But you know, it's the first time I tried the pistol and the revolver, that is, and you know, the revolver is a lot of fun, but it's also like makes the game a lot easier, you know. Okay, wait, the cave back up there doesn't look like it. I think it's around this thing. Makes the game a lot easier because it basically neutralizes wolves, like, you know. Like in a pinch, you've got 6 shots to repel a wolf. And, you know, unless you happen to just walk right up on them, which does happen. Oh, there's the rabbits, yeah. Oh, here we are. Which does happen, but, you know, unless you do that, you're pretty much in good shape. You can just, you know, put 6 rounds into a wolf and that ends him. Okay, so let's set up a fire right here. And we'll sleep a little bit. I'm doing matches the old-fashioned way. Let's use accelerant. I got 4 of them. And I shouldn't use the book, but at least we unloaded the book. Okay, there's some of that good stuff. Oh yeah, we don't really need coal. I forgot about that. Hey, what's that? Cola bar.
Better take this food.
I don't know how good it was. I just ate it without even looking. But how bad could it be, right? No hacksaw back here. Wishful thinking. Gee, I wonder if we might want to try skeeters just in case. Yeah, just in case. And maybe... Do I want to find... Oh, I forgot about all these pops. Let's get rid of these. I'm trying to think of where to find a hacksaw, guys. I'm kind of thinking the cave... The 2 places I think might be worth looking are... You know, there's the abandoned Pepper's Cache. There's also the cave near the campground, which could be good. 2 hours. Let's do the regular bedroll. Try sleeping for 2 hours. Heal up all that frostbite. Okay, wind picked up. We can still sleep a bit more. We're getting a wickedly good outdoor burn bonus. Let's sleep another 2. Oh, I forgot to heat up all our buffs. I'm in a very slack mood, guys, and I'm super tired, so this is going to be like a mistake-ridden episode. Should be fun. Oh, got really low visibility out. Darn. I don't want to travel on that. I should have gone when it was, whatever. So let's drop part of our first MRE. Yeah, so we've got a lot of our MREs. I was kind of counting on, though, not that much water. Let's do a little bit more. Another liter just to have. And we'll drop our buffs and get those kind of queued up again. Yeah, so look at all that herbal tea, guys. That's our buff. You know, look at it. It's crazy. It's crazy good. 2 go drinks, too. And 4 stims was overkill. 31 coal, guys. You know, look at all the flares. Like, we're so loaded out. It's ridiculous. The only thing I didn't bring is a hacksaw. I'm not going to need that once we get to the abandoned pepper cache. I can drop it. I think. I don't think there's any reason to bring it up to the Timberwolf. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, let's just try to get 1 more hour's worth of tired, and then we'll... Okay, we just got heavy there. Oops. Bring these in. Okay, it looks like a blizzard might be coming on, so... Yeah, it's gonna be a blizzard. That's okay. Fortunately, I'm...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm a bit not tired, but let's just see what we got here. Anything I can do? Bandages? No. Bandages, bandages. No, 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 no. I did create myself another, yeah, so I've got the lichen. We're good. We're in good shape, guys. What can I say? I could rest a little more, like we could heal. That's something that needs doing. Drink a little water. So what time is that? Okay, let's sleep another hour. It's gonna be a blizzard. Let's just let that come through. Ugh, nasty weather. I find that it's Pleasant Valley, but this cave I found myself caught in a lot with really bad weather. It seems typical to me. No need to use the bedroll. I can just wait an hour. I don't suppose I didn't bring a... Oh, I brought that. Why did I bring that? To repair the sleeping bag? Okay, I'm gonna drop it. And yeah, everything else is in good shape. I did burn through the bad ammo. Oh no, I've still got some bad revolver ammo. 80%. Tell you what, let's I think I'm just gonna drop it, you know? Let's not confuse ourselves here with crappy ammo. We got 83 rounds, you know? Just bring the 100. That stuff, if I ever happen to come back through, we can mess around with that stuff. I'll leave it for the next guy who really needs it, because we don't. Okay, let's put a bit more time into this. Past an hour. Get our cabin fever down. Sun's going to be coming up. Would have been nice to have a book for this, but... Okay, let's sleep that next hour. I'm going to gamble on that being enough. 52 with the burn bonus. Should be fine. Leave at least 10 minutes or something. Okay, we got sun up, so let's go. It looks a little nasty, but... I think we're still going to go because... You know how this game is. You hang out and it wants to keep you here. See how those showed up as cold when I put them in my pack? I think that's a bug because they're all hot. I've noticed that recently. Okay, so we're heading into wolf country now. Oh gosh, look at this weather. This is pre-blizzard, guys. Try to re-stick up a bit here. But I'm hoping that I'm bluff calling it here.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Nope, we're gonna need it all. Is that fence new? I feel like I don't recognize that fence, but... Yeah, there's a car up here, I think. Oh gosh, guys, so my navigational skills aren't great for this map. I still don't know Pleasant Valley that well. I think we're going the right way. Yeah, I think it's over yonder. Hazy, guys. Hazy at best here. Yeah, there's that car. Let's go check, because sometimes cars have hacksaws. It's been known to happen from time to time. Random tool drop. Gloves? No, and I don't think you ever find it in the trunk, but... really nice loot, but I guess we'll check the old glove box just for fun. Because we're here.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
I can't turn beef jerky down, you know? I just can't. It's just not in me to do it. Okay, so we're entering wolf country.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. Definite wolf country. We're gonna have to shoot our way through a couple wolves here. Yeah, that definitely looks pre-blizzard, like, if I've ever seen it. It wants to blizzard. So what I gotta do is remember to take damage, you know? Like, I keep falling back on the, like, keep your temperature meter up, but in this mode, you really don't want to. You just want to have that warmth buff, a torch going, and that's it. And let your temperature min out, let yourself start taking damage. Because the damage will heal fast. Yeah, so this is wolf country. There's almost always a wolf at this juncture here. Like, I feel like it's almost never been that I've walked through here without an encounter. He's almost as guaranteed as they get. Okay, here comes some some frostbite on schedule. This is a good place to camp down if it gets ugly. But Skeeter's is good too. Hey, is this guy really not here? That's mind-blowing. Wow. Derelict cabins, check it out. Oh, I still haven't got the ketchup chip award. Or the maple syrup award, obviously. Let's eat those chips. Let's, we don't need the jerky. Ah, we're not into taking feathers anymore. Ah, yeah. You know, it's funny, maybe I should have taken my, arrowheads and stuff. I could have, or at least my shafts, because I could have done some repair on arrows up at the Mountaineer's hut, but hindsight, baby. It's accurate. Okay, now I'm like, I don't want to say I'm lost, but like I really don't have a great idea where I'm going right now. This is kind of like, for some bizarre reason, I've never learned this too well. Is that fallen tree new? That's pretty cool. Stump? That stump looks new to me. It's neat. Yeah, look at that. As soon as I threw the torch, the other frostbites bounced up. Just like that. Yeah, it's just another, like, there's a high quality cave coming up. Yeah, I feel like this, I may be wrong, but these logs on the side of this road seem new to me. Yeah, I don't think this is the most direct route maybe to where I'm going, but I just don't know a better one. I've never learned this. Pleasant Valley is the map that's haunted me the most, I think, in all my time with the Long Dark. And I think it's like, in my early Voyageur times, I got lost on this map and died so many times that it just kind of scarred me. You know, it's a huge map. There's a lot of roads that lead kind of in circles and lead nowhere and trail off, and it's just horrible. It's a horrible map if you don't know it, and I still don't really know it. I think I like just kind of scarred over for a lot of the detail. But I kind of know that this is the general direction we want to go. What we may do is pull up in this cave up ahead and grab a couple hours sleep. Oh, this cave right here, that is. Although it's a famous blizzard trigger, if you ask me. Yeah, let's do it. Let's bite this one. I'm gonna resist the urge to I'm gonna take a few feathers just because, being Voyageur, I might find an arrow shaft. You never know. Let's do this. If I do this, it will blizzard though and keep us here. If I go, maybe it won't. What's next? But we got the frostbite risk. Let's get the frostbite under control. So here comes the blizzard. We'll just see. I mean, it looked like there was going to be a blizzard coming anyway, so this isn't like too crazy science, but I don't know. In my experience, it's like, yeah, you're pretty much guaranteed to take the beats here if you walk in this door. It's going to lock you in.
Come on.
Now, I'm not in the inner cave yet, though, so what does that count? I don't know. That would be cool, actually, if you could game it that way. You know what? Just because we have it, let's do the coal. Get the buffs queued up again. We always want to be traveling with one of those. And we'll get our frostbite under control here. Hour and 20? Perfect. Let's do it. Still hasn't blizzarded. It's still a pre-blizzard. It wants to blizzard. It's going to. It has to. 49 minutes. We know we can do it one more time, right? Let's do it. Oh, not tired. A lot of water. We're going to be tired any moment, I guess. Let's, I guess we'll pass time an hour. Let's do 2 hours, just so we're fully warm. Oh yeah, and that was the frostbite. Nice. I don't know. It's still kind of like wanting to blizzard, but you know, I think this type of weather you just call pleasant. It's not actually bad. Okay, let's sleep 1 hour. Why not? Get fully warm and see if it clears up. Come on, Pleasant Valley. Let's get some sun out. Uh-oh. Ah, well. Traveling on this. Yeah, it says it's cold. It's not. There's a bug. Yeah, so I've got the great luxury of not having to eat anything I encounter. I can just we're going for a walk, guys. It's a long walk. Naked walk, but love that moosehide satchel. I mean, I think it's the best item in the game, really. I mean, weight is an underappreciated aspect of this game. You know, it really matters. And having those 5 kilos, it's just a game changer to me. Because you can always go 10 kilos over your weight, right? And if you really want to, and still kind of move with some kind of decency. So, okay. So I got to get my game face on here. We're coming up to Skeeter's eventually, I think. Are we? Hazy on it. Actually, I think you can skip Skeeter's if you drop down the bridge here. You can go straight to that cave. But I think we're going to go to Skeeter's because I need to find out about a possible hacksaw there. So it just is what it is. Oh, and there's also that car accident. Yeah, so now it's coming back to me. If I take a right here, I go up towards the picnic area, which is that cave, which probably has a good chance, I think, maybe of having the hacksaw. Especially since it got upgraded. That cave is now like a proper cave with a sub cave in it and a waterfall and stuff. It's really a nice place. It's that over there, just a piece of the tree. Yeah, so we're coming to the point of disagreement. Somewhere up here. I've never seen that shack ruins there. And now I'm officially going to be lost because I think Skeeter's is out this way, but I don't actually know, to be honest with you. Yeah, look at that. As soon as I throw it, frostbite affliction kicks in. So that's really neat. So the torch makes a huge frostbite difference. Got both bedrolls. Yeah, it's funny. I've got the bearskin bedroll, but I haven't really used it yet. I mean, I guess we used it in the mine, but for the most part, it's like you kind of want to be sleeping with a fire anyway because you want to heat up faster. So I guess it's only if you're pulling the full all-nighter that you do that. Oh, close one. More jerky. We're gonna find all kinds of stuff. It's just okay. What's that on the ground there? Spray paint. Oh, troll. Anything up front? I'm not gonna do the gloves. Ah, bullets. I don't know, guys. Do I? You know. So there, we made up for the stuff we dropped. I'm not taking the flare. I have too many. They're so heavy. Come on, back of the truck hacksaw. I don't think it's ever happened before in the history of mankind. So let's not get our hopes up. Oh, matches. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna go to Skeeter's, guys. I know there's some tool spawns there. I don't think I've ever found a hacksaw there, but you know, hope springs eternal. It is Voyageur. You know, heck, it wouldn't surprise me because we've been finding crazy loot. So I said it was going to be an epic episode, guys. I'm probably going to have to cut because I don't think my hard drive can handle more than like an 80 gig file. So we'll just see where we're at. It's going to be like a... Oh yeah, there's the plane crash too. I don't think I'm going to mess with it. Hard not to though, isn't it? Would there be a hacksaw there? I doubt it. It's mostly clothing and we can't take any of that. I actually kind of like that they... that Skeeter's is now like torched for a reason, you know? Like that's cool. I used to always wonder, you know, what the heck happened up here? It was like just the cabins were burned, you know, and it didn't make sense to me, but they had some explanation for it, but I think, but basically, I don't know, was it lightning or something related to the geomagnetic disaster? I don't know, but caused electrical fires in houses. I guess I could sort of buy that, but induce current or something and cause fires. Yeah, it's, despite the fact that the plot in this is a little bit wishy-washy, it's such a good game, you know? And I credit this game to being just a massive victory of atmosphere, you know? And it's really sound design, level design, sound design, and graphical design, textures and stuff. These guys, their team, their art team, are just geniuses. Like, it's genius. It's just genius. I love it. I mean, I compared it to a game like 7 Days to Die, which is, you know, it's... I don't want to be too critical, but it is weaker, I think, in a lot of ways as a game. And, you know, but even graphically, you know, that you can just tell, like, the graphics for them are kind of, like, secondary, and, you know, which is fair enough, but... You know, this game, you know, their immersive environment carries it so much, and it's not easy to do that. Like, here's our wolf. And what am I going to use? Pistol or rifle? Okay, pistol it is. Ah, shucks. Well, I'm no good with this thing. The pistol's way overpowered. See, there's a wolf encounter, and just by sheer ammunition, like firepower, I just shoot my way through it, right? In the old days, you couldn't do that, you know. You had your rifle, which is an unreliable way to engage a wolf. Okay, no more matches, no more matches. I will take a little wood, though, I guess. 99%. I'm giving the guy back a pretty good one. But yeah, there wasn't a... I'm sure it's something. There wasn't a... Gosh.
I might have to drop some gear.
You know... Let's give him back the dog food. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just... Now, I thought there were tools back here. Like, there's some simple tools or something. Sometimes. I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Let's go check the basement. But yeah, you can power through wolves there. Like, I just, you know, aggroed him, drew down on him, and then, you know, boom. So it's too bad because, you know, the only mode now that has a real challenge is Interloper, because any game that has revolver, you don't really have a wolf problem. You know, you find so much ammo for it. That
Hope I can still eat this.
28. You know what? Do it. You know, we're not into reading guides anymore. Although famous last words, right? Like really nice food. I got caught somewhere. Might as well, just in case you have to pass time. 18%ers. Why am I searching the fridge, guys? We're not going to find a hacksaw there. Stump remover. Lots of revolver cartridges, and even better pry bar. No, guys. Now, the thing is, I should search the containers, because... See, you do find tools in them. Am I taking beef jerky? I don't know. Let's do it. Let's eat that stuff. Get it out of here. So it looks like, I don't know, I'm going to do that cave, but it looks like I might be going to Timberwolf without a hacksaw, which feels like sacrilege, but just for the gooch, let's check this out. No, wow, empty. How dare there be an empty container?
What have we here?
Wool socks, of course. Like every house in this, you can get loaded out. Alright. So let's stop and... I don't know. Alright, let's just keep walking. I'm not going to check the plane crash, guys. It's too much. Let's just... Oh, it looks like we got a blizzard coming. I forget how this works now. How do I get back to... Oh, I may have to go back there in order to access the caves I wanted, the route I want to do. I definitely don't want to be going upwind in this, so... Okay, well, follow the wind, I guess. I guess what we'll do is we'll sleep with a herbal tea. We're going to have the recovery bonus forever now. I just sworn there was a cave back here. That's a hollow that you might be able to sleep in, though, with a good fire. Yeah, this is an area that was a bit of a troll for Birchman because there's so many birch but no birch bark. And birch that have been, you know, torn asunder but no birch bark on the ground. What do we got? Hacksaw, come on. Oh god, that's another thing. Why does every...
Is it food or...
Why does every cave now have like a bed, you know? Like really? Did you have to make it that? And those I think appear on Interloper too. It's just like, did we really have to do that? I think I'm gonna push on. What's our frostbite like? Oh, it's bad. Never mind. We're not gonna push on. Shucks. It got me. Alright. Sorry guys, we're really getting bogged down here. I think the one thing worth checking is that cave down at the campground, but I know, this is brutal. The Prepper's Cache, Abandoned Prepper's Cache might have one. That's quite possible. And then there's a lot of places in Timberwolf that might have one, so... Can't remember all of them, but... Yeah, that's more fire than I probably need, but we do need to get some new torches going, so... Tell you what, let's just sleep a couple hours to get the thing under control. Get this blizzard over with. I guess I could read the whole night. That's nice. Cleared up nicely. Okay, let's do a pork and beans. 31%. Ugh, that's risky. I'm still gonna do it though. If we get laid up here, that's a burn, but hey. Oh gee. Used all my buffs too, eh? Get some of that herbal tea going. Could sleep a little more, one more hour. What's the frostbite situation? Oh, it's still bad. Gee, okay. So, we're going to do one more hour. This is what it is. Travel at dusk. Hot, hot. 1 minute, an hour, go, sleep. Get that frostbite under control. Come on, give me the... Vicious frostbite, guys. That walk really hurt me that bad? Don't tell me. I do another hour? Hey. Oh, I was gonna take some torches off this too, I guess. I don't like carrying a fur around. That's really heavy, but... Just to get the frostbite under control. It's crazy, but... and it's gonna blizzard us. Oh, guys. What a burn, eh? And our frostbite's still not out of control. That's super, super annoying. Gee, now that I think about it... Yeah, this is pre-blizzard, guys. I forget how this map works, but actually I think we have to backtrack anyway. I might have blown it, guys. Arg. Yeah, I'm feeling dumb. Okay. That's so annoying. I think I have to backtrack anyway. This is so annoying. Okay, let's just... Don't forget that. I guess we're gonna... do an hour of reading. Maybe this thing breaks, maybe it doesn't. Otherwise we're here for the night, guys. And I don't have a ton of fuel. Oh, did it break? It sounds like it broke.
Feels like night.
That's... Yes, it did. Okay, nasty out there, but... Let's go.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, get rid of the beans. Oh, is this going to take me out? Ah, nice. No, it didn't. For some reason, I didn't get a can off that, but... Okay, let's go. Took the bedroll, yep. Let's Let's go. Okay, it's still nasty out. Oh, look at this. It is Pleasant Valley, guys. What else would I expect? So, maybe there is a way around. Maybe if I go back up the plane wreck here to the top, I think maybe I can cut through back to the prepper cache. That's what I want. Yeah, so I don't know. There's no point, I don't think, in searching all this. I'm going to skip it. Let's just skip it. I might find some maple syrup and stuff, but who cares about that, right? Yeah, let's not do all that. It's just too tedious. Let's get back up here. I think hopefully there's a way to cut through. Is it over here? Let's just go. Yeah, like if you're on a clothing run, this place is the best. Oh yeah, so through here. This looks about right. Nice. Cut through back here. Yeah, good. So I think this is the direction we want to go, over here. A little hazy for me, really, but... I don't think there's much in the way of wildlife back here apart from a deer. At least it didn't used to be. But we'll see. Here comes the frostbite. Yeah, and there should be a hunter's blind over here. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, we're on track. Good. These landmarks, hey guys? Yeah, so Pleasant Valley, it's huge. What a huge map. What an insanely massive, ridiculously large map. Oh, so easy to get lost and just to die out here when you don't know where you're going. It's amazing. You know, here I am. I know exactly where we're going for the most part, and that, you know, that makes it very doable, but I just missed the days where I didn't have map knowledge, you know? It was awesome. Okay, a couple more sticks just because. And I bet you we can sleep in the abandoned prepper's cache with our bearskin bedroll. No hacksaw. Last resort, eh? We won't be needing it, but it's always tempting for some reason to do that. Okay, so let's carry on. That's a deer over there. You guys probably can't see that. Deer just over to our right, grazing. So we got lots of energy, guys. So I think we're gonna push through to the campground. And you know, we're just gonna push on to Timberwolf. I mean, if I don't find the Gucci kit, so be it. You know, if we don't get fully dressed up, I'm sure we'll find something. Be able to put something on, you know, a pair of jeans or something. There we go. Okay, this is actually wolf country here. I just ran in here, but this is there's a wolf that patrols somewhat close to this. Okay, a little bit of frostbite coming in. You know what's crazy, guys? For the longest time, I didn't know about this abandoned prepper's cache. I honestly didn't. Like for like my first like year playing the game, all my interloper runs, I didn't know it, and it's like how much worse is it getting to Timberwolf if you don't have the prepper's cache? It's terrible. It's like I would stay here, right, and I would start this fire, and I'd be like just sort of like, you know, feel the consternation, but like. Yeah, having the indoor location on Interloper is insane, and you can just, you know, free rest. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I thought you had to make it here, suffer in that little broken shack. I didn't know about this. It's such a good spot, but you know, in some ways, guys, I wish it wasn't here because it was more fun in some ways to have to really suffer that way. Oh, there's the hacksaw, guys, of course. So, all right. All right. So. There we go, guys.
Yes.
Not taking that. I will take the cartridge. Gauntlets. Oh my god. No. Gosh, flare shells. Hey, guys. Like, I have too many. I gotta start using them. But you know, the thing about the pistol, guys, is that the pistol made the flares redundant. Oh my gosh. Ski boots. 4 kilograms, though, guys. I just want to see what they are. Combat boots and ski boots in the same locker? Whoa, it's a boot locker. Gee, my moosehide satchel got wet. 4 kilograms for +3 +4. That's kind of insane. Ugh. Cool, but, you know, we're not going to go down that road. So yeah, if I really want Gucci, it's back here for us. But yeah, sorry, to finish the thought, the empty grate. You know, the pistol basically made the flare gun redundant. Why did I take that? Let's drop one of those. Ah, 7. Okay, fine. Oh, they're going to be one. There's 2 lanterns in here. That's insane. So, like, why did they include it? You know, the flare gun used to be really special because it was like your get out of jail free weapon.
Nothing to drink.
And it could sort of be used as an offensive weapon. But honestly, with the pistol, like, who would ever want the flare gun? Now, on an interloper, it still is what it is, so that's great. But, you know what I mean, guys? Like... Oh my god, whoa, oh my god. Let's just keep this going for a sec. Those are cold. So we're going to go outside and we'll do a little bit of a buff up. And I'll make a gear decision. Because we're going to move now. It's definitely nasty weather, but let's make the trap. You know, we've got lots of energy, so. And it's early in the night, so we might as well. Might as well go. Ain't no sense. Oh, it is really nasty out. If I didn't know the way to Mountaineer's Hut blind, I might not do this, but... Okay. Be nice to get Fire 5, actually.
Come on.
What a satisfying feeling it is starting fires in this game. So good. In fact, Fire 5 kind of ruins that, so. Okay, let's drop that cedar in. Alright, there we go. Now let's, oh, it's dark in here. Let's drop one of these on. Get that thing. 31. I don't know if I'm going to roll the dice on that again. I don't need to, so let's just use this one. Drop the 31. Oh, I got a little bit of that left too. Open food like that should, okay, we're not taking the sardines. Yeah, open food should definitely attract wolves. Where's the 30? Oh, the 31 was the remaining one. Okay, never mind. So an hour. What's my... Oh, I got a lot of frostbite, eh? Alright. So I guess they're kind of convincing me to sleep a little bit before we go. Just to get the frostbite under control. And the weather is horrible, so maybe we'll wake up to some moonlight or something. Let's drop a coal in. Oh wait, reclaimed sticks. Shooting guide I'm actually going to bring, believe it or not. Drop a coal in. And let's bed down right here for... We'll do 1 hour at a time. And we just got to remember to take this thing off. Oh, there it is. Okay, and what's our story on buffs? We've got... None? No, 2. Okay. 2's not bad, but sardines, where's the other one? There it is. Okay. I'm curious now what would have been in the picnic cave, because it's a pretty luxe cave normally. Are we gaining, like, officially? It's that cold out, eh? Gee, with a coal in there? Crazy. Alright, well, get a bit of that wood. Drop a fir on it. Or a cedar, as the case may be. We do have to get underweight. That's one thing I have to figure out here, so. Let's take a look at that before I sleep. Okay, let's do that. Oh, 42, wow. It's heavy. Let's break this thing down. I don't know really why I brought that, but... If I happen to find an arrow shaft, I guess, but... Okay, we don't need all these flares, you know? They're so heavy. I'm not using them. I don't use them. I don't like them. You know why I don't like flares? I prefer torches because, first of all, they're just easier to come by. Like, you know, find torches all over the place, but also, or you can make them, but they're quiet. You know, these things are so loud that you can't hear somebody walking up on you at all. Okay, so that was that. We're still pretty heavy, guys. Got a little bit more. What do we got for food? A lot of it's food. MREs and stuff. Yeah, I picked up a bit extra food and 2 liters of water. Okay, we can get under with that, so that's fine. Let's put an hour in. We'll do an hour at a time, just in case it happens to turn on us. Wind-wise. Let's take a look at the episode time here. I think I'm pretty safe to record at least an hour and a half at a time without it boning out on us, so 2 hours. Cleared up. Tell you what, guys. You know what I mean? It's nice. Didn't need to, you know. What's going on with the cans? I'm not sure quite why we're not getting cans. But anyway, I'm not going to complain. It's fine. So let's drop all our water. Okay, let's drink the pop. It's a bit of a waste of calories, but I'll drop all our water. I should have. Yeah, okay. That's still warm. Anyway, I don't know. Let's drop 2. Not quite, guys. There it is. We're under. Let's go. Frostbite boom kicks in. Oh, I'm bringing the crowbar. Ah. Didn't need that. Oh well. I don't think there's anywhere on the mountain that you need a pry bar, so we're just going to drop it right here. I mean, I could drag it all the way to Mountaineer's hut, but I don't think you need it anywhere, so. I didn't check my hacksaw. My hacksaw's 86. That's a pretty good situation. If we need that, we'll come back for it. That'll lighten our load a little bit. Got no water, but I got those buffs, so that's good. Let's go, guys. A couple more sticks. And yeah, let's hustle. Although, yeah, walking in the wind shade's the way to go. Save your stamina for the windy parts. Now, if I know Timberwolf, there's basically a weather transition queue, I think, that happens around here. Where it almost always turns to bad weather when you come to Timberwolf. To give you that foreboding sense of you shouldn't be here. Which I love. Okay, wow, look at that. It temp buff went away. I guess we didn't eat the full pork and beans. And that's why, possibly, but... Okay, out we go, guys. Yeah, see what I mean? Look at this. Okay, a little bit of snow, but just watch. What's it gonna do? Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I've documented that before, though. That more often than not, it start to fog up, and a little bit of blowing snow start to come on you here. And coming here for the first time, right, and not knowing where the Mountaineer's hut is, it's great. I mean, the geography kind of leads you there, but a little bit, but yeah. I remember actually in some of my early starts, maybe they were Voyageur, I'm not sure, but starting at the Mountaineer's hut and just being like unable to find the way out of this place, and yeah, not having an indoor location that I knew about was just so fun. Yeah, so here we go, a little wind. Put a little snow there too, make it good. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a weather trigger here. Like
to find some place to escape this cold.
I don't think I've ever walked into Timberwolf and hit this part without something like this happening to me. Now, on the other hand, you know, the weather changes all the time in the game, so it's always hard to really make a case for a weather trigger, but my feeling is there's just reliable places that you can count on getting one, so, and this is one of them. Buff really lasted us. Look at that. It's nice. I hope I've shown you guys that, you know, you can do Voyageur with no clothing. Fairly easily. Well, not easily, but it's not that hard. Like, the main thing is just to keep an eye on the old frostbite.
die
Yeah,
if I don't get
and
close.
you know, the fact that I haven't got hypothermia this whole run, it's just like, wait, did I hear that? I just heard the moose. No. I think the best way to play this game, I like Birchman a lot, but I also think Deadman might be the best way. Now, Deadman, I mean, you know, Deadman is a cluster of settings where you have, you know, everything set to the worst, right? So the original Deadman idea was just take the custom mode and set all the settings to the worst possible settings. So it was awful. But most importantly, I think for Deadman, it doesn't have any condition recovery except for stims in the classical Deadman. And the only reason that it allowed stims is that they're in the game. There's nothing we could do about it. Okay, there's a hatchet waiting for you out front. Crazy. And what's it in here? Let's close the door. Out of curiosity, how warm is it? -19, guys, so you couldn't sleep with the bearskin in here. You still need a fire. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, Deadman is definitely, you know, more challenging. But the best part about it, guys, is that you don't recover condition, you know? So Birchman, there's an infinite amount of condition in the game. You just take birch bark tea, you can find it. The birch respawns insanely fast, so... As you guys saw, if you watched my Birchman run, I was astonished at how much I could recover with just birch. Alright, so let's sleep here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Good place to sleep. Let's cue it up. Right, but if you play, you know, classical Deadman, you know, you find a few stims. I think there's like 5 or 6 stims in the game, so there's, you know, there's almost 100% condition out there. But once that's gone, oh, and there's another hacksaw, nice. So I'll pick and choose. Once that is gone, you're stuck. 38%er, guys, not good. So I was fairly lucky to find an 86% hacksaw. That's good news. But yeah, the night to finish the thought, because I always get distracted when I walk and talk like this or do stuff, is that okay? We need water, yeah. Is that your run's terminal, guys? You know. I mean, not necessarily. On Deadman, you theoretically could go forever, but the way people are, the way, you know, way I am at least, you know, you make mistakes and you lose some... Oh, there's an arrow, cool. You lose condition, you know, so that's just is what it is. And, yeah, inevitably you lose condition, and then... So eventually you're going to die, you know? And that's the way it should be, you know? This game has no late game, you know? It just doesn't have a late game. So there's really no purpose to keep going beyond, say, day 100 or something, you know? Unless you like just messing about, but I mean, people get attached, right? You don't want to die, but really, there's nothing to do. You might as well die. And Deadman, you know, it does you that favor of ending you, you know. So wait, I picked up a bunch of junk along the way. Let's just see. I don't want to take all this up the mountain. We're not taking this. We're not taking all that coal up the mountain, guys. I don't know why I brought it all, you know. I don't know, I'm take 9 coal? I don't even think. Bearskin bedroll. It's heavy, guys, you know, like, it's not the kind of thing, but it's our signature item, so we're bringing it. Bring 1 accelerant. Okay, not all those stims. I don't know why I brought them all. No flares. Okay, 1. We'll find flares, though, that's the thing. We'll find them on the mountain. The shooting guide I might, because we get stuck. The go drinks I should just use. Let's take the good go. There's no way. Okay, we're going to drop a lot of this stuff. Because we're going to find a pant load of it up on the summit. That should be enough. MREs, we don't need them all. We're going to find tons more. There we go. That's getting a lot later. 10 minutes. Revolver ammo. You know? What am I? Am I walking here? Yeah. I'm not bringing all that revolver ammo up the mountain. You know, I'm not even going to bring the firearm kit. You know, I'm not even going to bring the fire striker. I'm not going to start 20 fires. You know? Let's drop... Oh, gosh. You know? Let's drop... Maglans, I can't leave home without the Maglans. We have way too many of these. flare shells. 5 is... Oops, what'd I do? Let's take 3. That's way overkill. There's no way on earth I spent 3 flare shells, but hey. Just what we think here. Okay, and we'll put a little more in and sleep in a second. You know, painkillers. No. Don't need all those. 2 MREs is getting... Okay, yeah, so let's drop the revolver ammo. You know, frankly... Let's drop the revolver, guys. You know? There are a few wolf encounters. I either drop the revolver or I drop the rifle. The rifle is heavy, isn't it? 4 kilos. It's nice to have it, but... Okay, we're dropping that. We're just going to bring the revolver. And we're going to bring... Because that's how powerful the revolver is. We're going to bring... What? 6 per wolf if I get crazy. So, we'll have 5 wolves worth of revolver. That should be plenty. We've got the bow, too. So, yeah, we're in good shape. And we've got the flare gun. So, yeah, we're way overkill. I hate leaving the rifle behind. I like the rifle. It's fun. But, let's be honest. I got to do a bunch of climbs and stuff. And you don't summit with all that stuff. You just don't. It's just not... It's not right. It's not good form. Coffees. You know, we're going to find more. I'll make some before we go, for sure. Let's keep looking. More to do here. You know, antibiotics, really? They're light, though, and they can be critical. There's going to be ratios on the mountain if it came down to that, you know? There's so much just... I don't need all these arrows either. You know, is there a moose on the mountain? I don't think so. There isn't. So, you know? Bunch of those. That's plenty of arrows. 5 arrows is plenty, but... Maybe I want to retire up there or something. I don't know. The hatchet. Yeah, I might actually need it to break wood down. Because sleeping in caves, I can't, you know, I can't guarantee it. It seems a little crazy. Although, but you can break them down by hand, right? So, let's drop the hatchet. I may regret that. But now we're down to 22 kilos. That's feeling really good, guys. Feeling really good. Got a spring on my step now. You know, and I think I'll take 1 more MRE back, just because, you know, why not? A crazy amount of food. And I'll take back... Oh, it's overkill, but... Let's take the good ones, and I'll drop a bunch of the bad ones. Okay, that's good. Make the 2 bad coffees in the morning. Make another water. What do we have now? 2. It's not that much, but yeah, we don't want to be climbing with too much. Yeah, so we're going to go at dawn, guys. It's going to be sweet. I think what I might do is... What's that? Ski jacket. Yeah, of course.
This stuff will come in handy.
I'm going to break the recording just to save my hard drive, and then I'll restart it. But we're going to continue. It's going to be... I'm going to fuse them into one seamless, epic epilogue. You know, like, so much stuff here I don't really need. You need so little, you know? You need so little. Yeah, I think this is good. The rifle, it hurts not to bring it, but we just don't need it. And well, you know, heck, we're gonna find another one up there. Probably find another pistol up there for that matter. But the pistol's the sort of like Indiana Jones factor. It is Voyageur. Let's and we're down to 22 kilos. So I think let's just enjoy our victory here. Okay, so I'm gonna get all the buffs figured out right now. Let's do this. This thing. This thing. Let's do... That's pretty good. Wait, 1 herbal? Let's get 2 herbals on the go. What's the story on herbals? I've got... Okay, we'll do 1 more just so it's an even Steven. There we go. Okay. And one thing you gotta do when you're a Mountaineer's Hut, guys, is take back your cans. What was it? What run was it? I'm forgetting now, guys. I think it was... was it Relentless Night Masochist Challenge? Or maybe Sleepwalker Relentless Night, I think. I think I I went up Timberwolf without cans, and I figured it out sort of halfway up. Luckily, there's tons of cans on Timberwolf, so you don't have to worry that much. And I did find a can opener, I think, or something. It was epic. It was so, like, just made it. Yeah, so that one's cold, right? But no, it's not. It's not cold. It's just that the game's bugged. Okay, any wood in here I can use? What a great bin. So, yeah, this guy's going to retire here for sure. 5 hours. So let's put 5 hours in right now. And we'll see what we wake up with. I don't think this place gets an outdoor burn bonus, so put a couple more in. Okay, let's do the 5 hours. Heal all that up. Oh, blizzard coming through. Nice. Good to get it over with now. Dawn. Yep, 2 hours. So you do get a burn bonus here, guys. Crazy. Let's do another 3 hours. We'll leave full. Did I say 2 or 3? I'm forgetting now. 3. Oh, we need one more to go full, I guess, but... Okay, it's nice, guys. I'm going to take that. Okay, so hold tight 1 sec. I'm just going to break the recording and redo it. It's still kind of ugly, actually. Post-blizzard. Still think that could be travelable, though. And it may be a bluff call situation. I think I'm going to go with it. Okay, let's break the recording. Hi, guys. We're back. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, actually. It was like a hour and change episode, or, you know, file, so not too bad. Alrighty, so yeah, I guess let's try to bluff call this thing. Might as well torch myself crazy off this fire. Let's get some good ones. Let's not waste time here. Alright, that's a nice one. See, these all say cold, which is misleading. Alright, let's go. I hope I brought everything. If I bring my can, I don't know, it doesn't matter if I brought my cans. Yes, I did, though. Cattails, guys. Yeah, this lake is so loaded for cattails. It's absolutely awesome. Okay, so this looks kind of pre-blizzard to me, really, but... we already had a blizzard, but we're getting another one right quick. Yeah, so there's different ways to do this climb. I think I'm inclined to go straight up that rope and go right, just the direct route. I don't know why I'm doing this, just because I'm interested to see what kind of loot I would have had.
I think I can use this.
Why did I take a marine flare? No way. Okay. For some reason I didn't realize that they where's my hot food? Oh, it's just a small one. I forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't realize marine flares popped up everywhere. Neat. I thought they were just in Bleak for some reason. So normally what I do when I do Timberwolf Mountain is I go down. I wanted to get all the loot containers, right? So I go down that way and down into the pit and then, you know, around. So potential wolf encounter here. Just get through this. Let's do a coffee. Oh, we listen. Lots of reishi. Timberwolf is such a bountiful region. And you've got your major animals right up front. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's a rope that's set up here. Oh, it's getting beautiful, guys. So yeah, look at that bluff call. This type of light snow marginal mist is really the best weather, I think. Very low wind chill. Relatively warm. Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay, let's climb it. Sometimes I think there's a wolf spawn right at the top of this, but maybe. Yeah, I think there's a wolf that patrols this zone, but is it a bear over there? No, it's a stump. Yeah, and I should check to make sure I do have... Yeah, I've got my 86% hacksaw. I've got my bearskin bedroll. Life is good, guys. You know, maybe I should have brought the lantern, but you know what? Like, a torch is just better than a lantern, and to have to haul it all the way up that rope, not feeling it. Yeah, so this won't be the max loot method of summiting. It'll just be the... I don't know if it's the most direct, but it seems like it to me. The thing is, the naked man, I don't think he's allowed to put clothing on until he summits, right? So, even if I find nice stuff in those bins down below, it's just not... And I don't really want to haul it up. Oh. Oh, there you go. Well, that's why we have 7 of these. And that's why we've got all these things. Let's use them. Why would I hold back on that? There, healed right up. It's a nice peaceful place up here.
Cold is making my head feel
It's so
sick.
neat after you play the game for a while, and provided that the devs don't change things on you, like, you know, you kind of know areas that are safe. Like, there's no wolf probability. And honestly, now that you have the revolver, wolves don't really matter that much, but it used to be that it was just the wolf was the thing that was going to end you, you know, like, the struggle is going to end you. And so you really had to know where they were, and you just sort of internally encode it so in such a precise way that you know the areas that you can just, your heart rate doesn't have to accelerate. And this little stretch here is one where I can just kind of be peaceful. As soon as I get past that engine, there's a potential encounter with the guy down in the river, but almost never does he walk up high enough to see you. So this whole stretch, once you get past the edge of that climb, it's just like, peaceful. Now, the weather's usually trying to kick your head in here, but you know, that's just the way it is.
So cold.
We're doing a long episode here, guys. So this is...
I'm gonna lay down for a bit.
The limiter here might be my voice. I'm finding I already feel a little hoarse, so sorry about this, guys. I may not be rated for 2 to 3 hour episodes, but we're going to do it anyway. If you're the kind of person that would already have watched an hour and a half of this, you're probably going to stay, right? Stay for the summit? If I make it, I'll make it. What are the chances of me not making it? I mean, it could happen, but there's a few wolf spots. So deer clearing, there's this wolf, which is not really a risk. I don't think he can almost ever see you. Okay, there's a rabbit there, so that's my cover. But yeah, there's this wolf. And I think what we'll do here is we'll stop and do a quick warm-up fire just to, like, you know, might as well. Because I don't think we're going to be able to be above temperature. Oh, don't do the 100. And because I don't have my... Oh, yeah. Who knows which one it used. Hopefully the wood match. Oh, I didn't even bring the wood matches. No. Okay. Good. Simple. Life is simple. But yeah, there's the wolf at deer clearing that could take me out. It's Voyageur, though, so it's unlikely for him to take me out. He'd probably wreck me, and then I have to hide out in deer clearing for a bit, for one night, that is, and heal up. But so we're not gaining in here, even though... what's the air temperature? -7. So we could probably do it with the bearskin bedroll. Yeah, we could. Let's do it. Let's do it. Although we have so much fuel, guys. Okay, now I forget the way through here. It's hazy. Just gonna search this for fun.
Is it food or...
That's a buff. Thin wool sweater. Tell you what. Just because we can. Let's get the buff. Might as well. We're hungry anyway, so... Yeah, no point in sleeping yet. You know, daytime is a good thing. The weather was okay outside, so... Let's just take the edge off here so we're not losing.
That should help warm things up.
Although I guess... Maybe it makes sense to sleep 1 hour just to get the frostbite under control. I've only got my bearskin bedroll though. What am I doing? Drop all these. It's the one thing that's a pain, I would say, in this game is getting your buffs queued up. Like, that's a whole activity. I wish there was a auto. That's a mod. There's room for a mod there. Just drop all my buffs in places where they're gonna stay warm. One button click. It's like drop bait, you know? Bait, guys. Bait's no longer a thing in this game. You know, like it was, you do it now, you drop it because it's the fastest way to unload, like, meat or something. To drop decoy, but dropping decoys used to be a huge thing. They just don't matter anymore. What's our frostbite? Okay, that's all under control. It's pretty light, guys. I think we're gonna move. Just eat this and then get these going. Hypothermia is squared away. Frostbite risk is coming right down. Alright, we'll wait it out. What can we do? How much water do we have? A fair bit. Let's make one more water. There, that's going to deal with the... How did that not deal with the frostbite? Okay, it's almost gone. Oh. Sounds like the weather got nasty. That's what you get for waiting, you know? Okay, so here's where I demonstrate that I still haven't learned these caves in all this time. They're fundamentally hard for me, I don't know. I think... Okay, we came down that way. Okay, there's only one way to go. That's good. Keep it simple for me here. There goes our frostbite risk. Nice. Yeah, so guys, I just ate that tomato soup, a full can, and I didn't get a temp buff. So go figure on that one. That's a bug. Must be. I don't think there was anything wrong with that soup. Or whatever it was, peaches or something. Pinnacle peaches. Go figure. It just didn't work. Yeah, we still got a lot of energy. It's midday. Who cares what the weather's like? Let's just go. We're frostbite's all topped up. Got my bearskin bedroll. Nice. Okay, wait. What's down here? Antechamber. Oh, I'm forgetting. I think they're both ways out, though. Yeah. I don't know. I think I left a little coal behind, but whatever. I doubt it's going to come down to that one coal. Too cool. Interesting to see what this looks like. Let's get to Three-Way Cave and find out what's the story. There is a wolf spawn out here. Oh yeah. That's not too bad. At least it's sunny. So there's a wolf spawn down there, but if you stink, he will come up the hill at you. Let's take a buff. Probably should have taken the coffee, right? Just to keep the energy up, but... There'll be another chance. We're so light that we can do rope climbs somewhat tired. Yeah, so it'd be nice to make it to deer clearing. Yeah, we'll make it to deer clearing. And then we'll push. We'll probably try to push. You kind of have to sleep, though. One of the crazy challenges folks do is try to make it to the summit on day one. And I've never done it, actually. Honestly, I don't know. It seems too hard for me. I don't know. Like, you have to find the hacksaw. And then what you have to do is you have to tear your clothing down. Because you need to make a snow shelter somewhere along the way. I forget where. I think a lot of... I don't know where. Dave McDee's the guy I'm thinking of that's done it. And lots of people have done it. But yeah. And, okay, let's drink the coffee while it's hot, get the temperature buff, get the energy buff. But yeah, you know what? Having done this naked run, if I were on Interloper or something, I think with a condition recovery, it might just be worth doing that because you don't need the clothing. Your starting clothing's garbage anyway. Yeah, you might as well summit. I don't know if that torch is 100%, 57. Bedroll, guys. 32%, I'll leave it. Don't need it. Okay, leaving that for sure. What was I just going to look at? I don't know, guys. I just forgot. Oh, our weight, maybe? I don't know. 29? We're so good. We're so good. So let's just go. Yeah, we're gonna go to deer clearing, no problem. And then, yeah, I think we're just gonna push, guys. Might just have to power through on coffees or something. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Really, frostbite will be the determiner, but we can usually just drop down and do a quick sleep if we have to. A quick coal fire to bring it around. But yeah, at least on Voyageur, the frostbite risk is very forgiving. Like you have hours. You know, you can be out for half the day before you get frostbite in the wind. You know, although. Maybe I spoke a little too soon there. It's coming up, but yeah, you can be out for a while, and I don't know if that changes on Interloper. I actually would be interested to know. Does it happen faster on Interloper? I've definitely gotten frostbite on day 1 in Interloper. So I guess, yeah, I guess maybe it is faster. Day 1's the best. I mean, in a run, you know, it's the most intense day. It's the worst struggle for survival. Finding your first fire, finding, you know, on Interloper at least. On Deadman, day 1 is huge, you know, because you have to get fire. You know, you have to get fire, you're toast. In Birchman, it was the same way, because yeah, you don't get Birch Rock Tea till sort of mid-game. You find a little maybe, but you know, you can't really stockpile it enough to do real recovery until mid-game. So, yeah, man. That first day, and I was thinking about Deadman, like, you know, okay, Bleak Inlet's the worst map to start on any run, anywhere, anytime. It's the worst map by far. It's now the worst map ever, which kind of sucks because it's like the maps are so uneven now. Like, some maps were better than others before, but kind of marginally, whereas Bleak Inlet is so immensely worse than everything else that you're kind of like, did you guys need to be so heavy-handed about it? But anyway, that being said, for Deadman, what's it called? Mystery Lake, I think, is actually possibly the worst start because there's no match spawn. There's no guaranteed match spawns in Mystery Lake. And okay, there was that extra frostbite you get. So we'll go over to the cave and we'll chill. But yeah, just to finish the thought, Mystery Lake has no guaranteed match spawns, guys. So you can just freeze to death your first day in Mystery Lake on Deadman, which is crazy ironic because it's like supposedly the most cushy map, but it's not necessarily if you don't find matches. And you know, if you search all the containers in Mystery Lake, I'd say you're pretty much guaranteed to find matches. But you know, your first 2 or 3, you know, on Deadman, you're not going to be doing that exhaustive search on day 1. You're going to get a couple of locations to choose from. And if you don't find your matches, it's like, okay, oh, sorry, you took 75% condition loss on day 1, you know? The only upside to Mystery Lake is that in the dam, if you make for the dam, you have a toilet, so you can get water, so you won't go thirsty. But sleeping in that trailer is kind of questionable, so I think you can maybe do it, but anyway, it's just like, yeah, it's hairy. Okay, let's go make that fire, get our buffs queued up. Gonna coffee up again. Do 2 more coffees just to push. It's going to be a coffee-based ascent because we're counting on finding crazy coffee up the hill. Let's queue this thing up. And just to get zany with it, let's do Megalyn's fire, guys, with accelerant, no less. Boom, 100%. Rah, there we go. The idea of lighting lighter fluid with a mag lens just like trips me out. I'm like, cool, you know? Would that work? Like, yeah, I guess. It's just interesting.
It worked. Coal
fire, guys, just like that. Do it. And let's cook up some coffee. 82%. Now this is the good stuff. We were through all that crap, and now we're into like the high-end coffee. I'm gonna avoid sleeping. It's windy though, guys, but I do need to get the frostbite under control. That's essential, and we're fairly frostbite. I guess we might as well sleep an hour. Let's just do it. Put all our buffs down, and you know what? Let's make more coffee. No, it's not going to do any good in the package. And let's get rid of some of this food we're carrying. We're carrying a lot of junky, weird little food. Put some of it away. Especially the stuff that's going to cost me thirst, like that. 47% jerky, I don't think there's any risk. But I do have the antibiotics if things went south. There it is. Good. And a liter of water is just enough. That's good. Frostbite is coming down, but we do need a bit of time, so we might as well sleep the hour. Take back my cans. Drop the 2 coffees, get those going. Okay, and this, I'll put a couple more sticks on this. Not that we need to, but here's where... Oh, we gotta do the bear skin, no choice. Oh well. Just to get warmed up. We might as well. It's silly not to. Oh, weather got better? I find this is one of those caves I would have accused of being a weather change cave. Blizzard cave. It looks nastier out there, but... Okay, that frostbite's coming down, but not done yet. I think I'm still going to roll with it. Let's just go, guys. Take all this so-called cold tea, drink one of them. Let's go. Nice and light. So there is a container here. I'm going to skip it. So best is if you can drive these guys ahead. But I feel like they don't always go all the way for some reason. But yeah, there's a wolf that patrols over there. Oh, what is that? Another deer over there? Is that deer or moose? Deer. Okay. Nice. So nothing to worry about, guys. The wolf up here was a non-starter. There's a bear that roams around, but before I knew this passageway up here, which I don't know if the devs intended, they must have known about it, but yeah, you can, you know, this sort of trick passageway, you have to go up that way, which is through a bear zone. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder how much the devs knew. They must have known about this passageway. This is pretty, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, so there's a container you could open. I don't know. Let's not, I'm not going to bother. It, you know. We're here. I have enough hacksaw, so. Oh, look at that. There's something up on the rock there. I've never seen that before. A box. Let's just get a sense of what this is for fun. It's quick. Just to get a feel for what's in here. Yeah, it's the leather one. Hides and stuff. Interesting. And just curious, what, do you have to climb this? No, you can't climb that. Interesting. I'll try to look from the top. I've never seen anything on top of that rock. I don't know if that's new. Or if there's more loot up there I never knew about, guys. Yeah, is that a... That's a bin, guys. Crazy. Voyageur. I'm pretty sure that bin's not there, but guys, do you know? Like, is it on Interloper? Maybe there's a way to walk up that box. Oh, gosh. Okay, you know what? We're here. Let's figure this out. It looks like you should be able to... Yeah, it looks like you should be able to do this. No? No? That's the way up. Just walk up the rock. Make me work for it here. I like these rocks. They remind me... They do remind me of, like, Canadian Shield. You get those, like... Yeah, look at that. Another bin, guys. Tell me that this is only a... Okay, let's drink another coffee. Tell me that this is a Voyageur thing. I've never seen this before. Because this bin does spawn an interloper. Let's open it. I gotta see what's in it. Cool. Okay, clothing. The shoe bin. Yeah, nice. Probably something awesome. You know, awesome clothing in the other one too. But all right, neat. Wow, that's really interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, let's go. So that was a little sidetrack, but honestly, yeah, I'm learning new stuff. I mean, maybe it's just Voyageur. I honestly, I don't think I ever did Timberwolf on Voyageur. Never summited, that is. You know, on Voyageur, I just would like run from Timberwolf and try to get to Pleasant Valley, which I thought for some reason was going to be better. Yeah. Pretty neat, though, that that's there. Absolutely beautiful weather. Just spectacular weather. This is the ultimate travel weather. No wind, guys. No wind. Yeah, so the pantsless summit or so-called pantsless summit on Interloper, that's what Dave McD called it, is that you know, you've stripped your clothing down and you made your snow shelter. You got up there, hacksawed open those boxes and found, you know, the Gucci loot to start your Interloper run, right? As opposed to having to come back. So I don't know if it's worth it. I wonder, you know, on Interloper, you know, what are you going to find? You probably find some stuff that'll set you ahead in the game. But you know, you might find a fire striker. I'm trying to think of it though. Like Interloper, the thing is, like in Interloper, and it's cool, is that the best clothing is crafted, right? So, I mean, the ski jacket is pretty good, but I think the wolfskin jacket's still better. But you know, basically the crafted clothing is better. So, you know, whatever you find there, yeah, it's a nice start to the run. But ultimately, you're pushing to try to get your crafted stuff. So, you know. How good can it be? You might find your tools though early. I don't know. Are there tools on Summit? I'm trying to think. You know, for me in Interloper, all that matters in Interloper is the heavy hammer. Okay, sorry, heavy hammer and the hacksaw. Those are the two things that matter. So find your hacksaw, and the bedroll. Okay, fine. I'm starting to make a list here, but really, you're gonna find the hacksaw for sure because there's so many of them. And the heavy hammer is the one that's kind of, to me, the most defining one because once you find it, you can start vectoring for your forge at Muskeg, which is usually Muskeg. So you get your heavy hammer, you go to Muskeg, and then you're forged. And then you can start the real game, which is getting your bow and getting that clothing set up. But really the bow is the priority. So, you know, the bedroll's nice to have. It is important, but you know, you can sleep in enough places. Spence has a bed. There's enough places that have beds that you don't need to have the bedroll. And, you know, push comes to shove, you can snow shelter it, right? But... And the hacksaws is pretty essential because you're going to want to take meat off carcasses, so you need it. And ultimately, you're going to probably have to cut a little metal down to get enough metal for your forge, debatably. But yeah, the heavy hammer, you can't do anything without it. So, I tell you what, guys, since we're here, you know, did I bring? Oh gosh, I didn't bring any. I didn't bring any flares. Wow, that was draconian. Okay. Okay, for a second I just like to forget the bedroll. Alright, so yeah, more coal, guys, I guess. Worth bringing. So let's get up there. Which way is it? I don't know. Can't remember. Is there a dead end here? Getting suckered into the coal, guys. There's a lot of coal in here. I don't know if that's also a Voyageur thing. I think maybe it is. Okay, there's the flare I was so hoping for. And we're not gonna... Just for curiosity. Wow. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with that fuel. It's tempting, but, you know, coal is the fuel, so... Okay, wait, I got turned around just there. Shucks. Is it this way? Yes. Yep, gotta go through a little thing. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think this is the way out. I think the other way is a cycle. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I can't feel my feet.
Warming up expired, but we're fully healed pretty much. More wood, guys. Okay, I'm gonna haul it to the base. We'll do a quick warm-up fire with the coal in that cave, and I'll just make a final decision about what's going up to the summit. A heck of a lot's not going to. Mostly the food and stuff. But yeah, that fuel, a lot of that coal is not coming up either. Oh gee, I forget this. Oh yeah, okay, dead end. It's a big cave, guys. I mean, this is the heart of Timberwolf Mountain, I guess, that we're in, so... Memories, guys. Memories of being here. under more dire circumstances. You know, this little spot here is the pre-summit rally zone. And it's an important spot because when you down climb, you kind of have to bunker here and sort of stash your gear, make a decision about what you're going to bring down. Okay, so, you know, weather's changing a little bit. What's that sound? You know, the thing is, they turned up the wolf footprint sound. They made the wolves louder. I guess people thought that either the wolves, you know, I think the reason wolves got louder, guys, I'm just speculating here, but in Steadfast Ranger, wolves got louder. They got a lot louder. You know, wolves sound closer than they appear. And I think the reason is that maybe people were having a hard time hearing their footsteps or something. So they upped their overall sound profile. So the footsteps are now really loud. So I think I was hearing the footsteps of the wolf down the hill just there, which is ridiculous, you know? You should be able to hear that. Let's just do a quick warm-up fire. Get some stuff under control. And do a quick gear shakedown. Probably should use the accelerant, but I'm trying to think. The whole point of this epilogue was to show you guys the bearskin bedroll sleep. I'm not even sure now if I did. Did I show it to you? I think I did, but what's this? Condensed milk?
Hope I can still eat this.
Can't heat that up, can you? No, and it's cold. Alright, so let's get some things going here. Ooh, we're getting a blizzard, guys. This is a blizzard cave. You know it. Shucks. It's okay. We're naked. It's okay. Let's see what's our frostbite. Ooh. Sort of substantial. Okay, we're dropping... we're not that heavy, guys. Shooting guide. Okay, wait, what am I dropping? So, drop some MREs. Pick one MRE up. There's gonna be food up there, guys. Drop the herbal. Drop the leader. I'll bring the fuel. We might need it. The fuel is actually the one thing that kind of makes sense to bring, really. Drop this, drop this. Ant rifle ammo, drop the bow, drop all the arrows. Okay. What else? A lot of this, eh? So I don't really need the fuel. Okay, so we have coal galore, so let's drop the fur, because it's heavy. And the rest will, I guess we'll burn it up there though, but... I'll bring a manual just for reading material. Okay, and we're warming up. I don't think our... How fast does the frostbite come down? Does it come down proportional to temperature? I don't think so. Okay, tell you what. Let's just go. Just go. Because it's going to turn. It's in the process of turning. We're going to get a nice wind shade on the climb. And might as well just get up there. I probably brought a bunch of stuff I don't need, but so be it. We're 22 kilos, guys. Can't complain with that. It's awesome. But yeah, this blizzard is coming the direction of the plane, so that's a bit of a shame. It's a wicked headwind. It's a wicked headwind. Here we go, guys. Summit time. It's a beast of a climb. We'll stop halfway, drop the other coffee. I feel like too many... Oh, I've got the energy drink too. I forgot about that. Yeah, I hauled that all the way. Goes to show, you know, the energy drink's a little redundant. They had coffee. Coffee was pretty much perfect as a gameplay mechanic. You're getting a bit tired here. Stop here. That wind shade here, which is glorious. Okay, let's drop off here, and we'll do a little of this. Energy boost. Get a grip back. beautiful, guys. Look at that. Yeah, I think I did sleep in the bearskin bedroll, I think once, right? Back in the trailer or something, guys? Oh, gee, look at that grip. It's not good. Let's not fall off this thing. Let's wait a sec. Boy, I really gotta hang tight and regen that. Drop a little weight here. A couple of sticks. We'll need those when we get up there. Let's get our grip back. Okay, let's do the final bit. Let's go. Come on. Come on, big guy. You can do this. Don't get stuck. Come on. That would be an end. Fall up Timberwolf Mountain. Oh, it's gonna make it. There it is, guys. Summit. Woohoo. Alright, now what do we got for frostbite? Ah, ooh. Climbing, guys.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Let's go. Come on. Get in that wind shade. No need to get frostbite just now. Yeah, the crazy thing is look how tired we are, but we're still underweight, which is the glory of it all. Come on, Windshade, where are you? Quick check on the frostbite. Ah, it's not too bad. Hypothermia, that finally kicked in. Okay.
Freezing.
Yeah, this is actually not too bad. It's pre-blizzard, but it's really manageable. I don't know. I don't need those sticks. Why am I taking those? There's a lot of firewood on Timberwolf Summit. It's like you can really enjoy yourself up here. Couple of corpses that is. Carcasses. Okay, let's get in there. Let's get this started up before we get frostbite. Come on, tail section. Okay, naked summit, guys. Done. Actually, let's start it here.
It's getting dark out here.
Wait. Am I gonna get stuck? I don't want to
shelter.
get stuck. Let's do it back here. I like it back here. Nice and sheltered. Oh, come on. Whoa. What's going on? Why not? Don't mess with me, guys. Okay, well, here it is then. Okay.
Turned out pretty well.
There it is. Okay, so let's get warm for a second. Let's check how close is the frostbite. Ooh, it got really close, guys. So what is that? My left foot for some reason and my right hand. Now why don't I have frostbite risk on, you know? Oh, no. I was like, is that to do with the wind direction? Mysterious. But boy, those hands, yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense. I have one foot that just about froze off and one hand that froze off. The other two are fine. It's curious. And then there's the central one. That's the late one. So chest is the one that goes last for some reason. Who knows why that all is. Alright, guys. So here we are. What kind of hacksaw do we have? A 76er. That should be enough to do everything we need to do. Tell you what, because we're... let's sleep 1 hour in the bedroll. Good old bearskin bedroll. Let's do it. Just to get nice and warm. So we can relax here. Alright. Nightfall. And let's cue this thing right up. You must get the outdoor room bonus here. There it is, guys. So let's do some exploration. We're here. Torches I've got. Alright, let's just start. So what does Voyageur have for us? I don't think I ever summoned it on Voyageur, so...
What have we here?
Oh gosh, here it comes. Quality tools. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, there's all the lanterns. I remember this. I took a couple of them. I wanted to, oh, that one's full. Okay, I'll take the full one. Drop the others. That's crazy. Which one's full? Oh, I can't tell. The heavier one's going to be full, right? 1.8? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's hack. Oh, let's hack this thing open. And you know, there'll probably be hacksaws up here.
Excellent.
Yeah, here comes all the food. I'm gonna leave it all there. Just took a couple of them. I don't even need them. I can tell you what. Let's do a walk around with the lantern. Beautiful lantern. Wow. So I'm just looking for that hacksaw. See if it's here. Thought it was back here or something when it's here, but on that bin. But no. Lots of fuel. Lots of firewood. That's good. And we're just looking for any weird goodies that I'm not used to seeing. There's a flare gun, of course. Oh, spray paint, thank God. Close one. I didn't bring mine. So what's it going to be? Yeah, look at that, eh? 5 rounds. Nice. Oh, there's your hacksaw. What is it?
Thank goodness.
77. Yeah, so you come... In Voyageur, the place is fully equipped. Alright, well, let's do it. Hack this thing up. What a luxurious thing, eh? Gosh. Oh, gosh. Here it goes.
I think I need to lay down.
Now, this is pretty awesome. Just a rifle, though. No pistol, eh? But that's awesome. That's a good reason on anything but interloper to come up here. Okay, medical bin. Painkillers and stuff. Not going to take any of that, but... Yeah, this is nice. I mean, this is just... Let's just see what it is. What did I get? They're both 100%, so no benefit there, but very cool. All right, let's continue. It's back here. Flashlight too. Wow. All manner of illumination. Boy, we're out of the fire radius already here, so pretty interesting. And actually, I should check. So here's the Gucci Expedition Parka. Fisherman sweaters are boss. 3 expedition parkas, guys. So there it is. Yeah, still some frostbite risk, but no big deal. So that's the Gucci, and this is, you know, if you have the snow pants, then you need the balaclava though to fully kit out. Insulated boots, cargo pants, snow pants. There it is. Climbing socks, snow pants. That was pretty good. Let's get warm again. Let's do this one. There it is. Coffee. Good stuff. All the buffs. Galore. And the food bin. Nice. Alright, so let's... I'm going to put a coffee on real quick. 47%. Oh, yeah, I dropped all my water. Crazy. Good thing that, you know... Good thing I checked. Got some pops though, so... Oh, I have a little bit of water, just not much. What did I not do? Okay, I didn't do those yet. Let's do them. Here comes the food. MREs. Wow. I never really like finding food up here. It's annoying. It's super heavy. You know, who wants food? But yeah, you feel obliged to carry it down the mountain because it's the most... Okay, there's the water. That's a really annoying one. Water's the worst possible thing to find. Let's make that coffee after all. Did I do these bins? I don't think I did yet. So the clothing wasn't that great. Not to not find a balaclava is pretty bad. Although, you know, we found tons so far. Okay, match bin. That's kind of annoying. Because again, in the game there's so many matches that, you know, you might take an extra pack, but... I remember, I think it was the Gucci run, maybe? Oh, there's the balaclavas. Nice. And Long Johns. Okay, that's a pretty good bin. Long Johns. Nice. Alright, so, yeah, guys. It's Extreme Gucci. It's there. Hey, it's a pretty nice little bin, too. There's these, you know, you can break down if you really want to. So yeah, I think I did it, guys. So let's see what the wait, did I do this one yet? No, not yet. Good. One more bin. Drink the coffee. I'm just powering the coffee. Let's drop another one on too. Who needs to sleep when you have a whole container full of coffee? Okay, let's see what kind of loot we're gonna get here. Oh wow! So there, you know, pantsless summit interloper day 1. If you found a heavy hammer, I'd say now it's brutal to bring it down, but look at this stuff, guys. This is all really awesome. Tools, right? Heavy hammers. Yeah, if you bring a heavy hammer and a hacksaw down, oh, you had a hacksaw to come up, so you didn't. I don't know if you could find improvised tools or a bow or something on interloper. That would be really, really cool. Okay, and these would be good on interloper. Actually, this would save you a lot of time. Yeah, those the wolfkins especially. If you have 4 of them, were there 4? Yeah, 4 guys. So that's pretty crazy. To find 4 wolf pelts is insane at the beginning. Would be awesome. Okay, we'll do a quick circuit right now. We're nice and warm. Let's do a quick circuit and just check the other loot spot. I don't think I'm gonna break the boxes down, guys. There's gonna be some extra loot in there, but is that corpse here? Whoa, is that only an interloper thing? Oh no, it's here. Okay. Never mind. Oh, maple syrup. And an MRE. Oh. Yeah, I'm never going to get those badges, guys. The Winter's Embrace maple syrup badge. I probably found about, I don't know, 6 or 7 things of maple syrup, but... and a bunch of ketchup chips, but... yeah, I'm not going to get it. So there. I think a lot of people feel kind of trolled by that challenge, because for the people that care about badges out there, there's people I've seen on the forums and the Discord and stuff that have just been like pulling their hair out, running the maps, trying to find, especially maple syrup. We found a lot of ketchup chips. We probably had, I don't know, maybe we've had 25 bags of chips already, but the maple syrup's really rare. So there's people that have been just like crushing the game trying to find it, and it's like, you know, who cares, first of all, but so not like an interesting challenge, but just a brutal troll, you know. But like, so I wonder if there's anybody that actually cared about that isn't gonna get it. You know, the time's gonna run out and they'll just not have it, and just that's rough. But I feel for you guys. If that's you, I'm sorry. You know, I'm just sorry. All right. So what we're gonna do, guys? So that, you know, we're here. We're done. Yeah. 31 kilos. So let's do a little experiment, guys. We came up here naked. And let's drop the stuff that is awesome, but I'm not bringing it down. You know, like... and I'm not going down, first of all, but whoa, look at that. Within 6% hacksaw. Awesome. And we'll leave that, of course. Actually, sorry, but let's do the comparison to what I came up with. So let's get back to our normal weight. Approximately was like, what, 22 kilos or something? Let's get rid of this stuff. I loaded up on a bunch of stuff, so we'll have to kind of mentally do it, but shucks. It was 22 kilos-ish. That's what I came up with. I think, right? Or maybe it was more. I'll never know. I'll have to look back at the thing, but... yeah. Took a bit of clothing. Let's drop these. Only 1 balaclava. That's a bit cheap, if you ask me. You know, like the rifle, right? Yeah, it was around 22 kilos, guys. You know, minus the maple syrup, minus that. I think it was about 22 kilos. Tell you what. Let's get rid of that maple syrup just in case. Now, I said I didn't care about the badges, but wouldn't that make this episode that much better if I could... I'm gonna run like a gauntlet here. Do we get a burn bonus? I didn't check. We must. That's got to be an outdoor fire if I've ever seen it. Wake up into a blizzard? Yeah, that is an outdoor fire. Sleep for 2 more hours. I'm gonna drink the maple syrup just to get rid of it. We're trying to lose the weight anyway. What we got here? Another blizzard, guys. Good old Timberwolf. It's working us here. Hour left. Okay, 1 more hour. Wake up in a proper blizzard. Oh no. And pull back. And the sun's coming up. Cool. The dawn. Anyway. Let's get rid of this stuff. Is it going to happen for us? No, there's no way I had anywhere close to 25. Never mind. Alright, it was a waste, but it's over there. Drop a little more fuel in this. Keep it going. Nice hot fire. Alright, so let's do the experiment. So it was about 22 kilos, right? Let's put... Now, guys, we're going to get dressed. It's that time in the run. You know, you've been waiting for it. The naked man standing on... So it feels like out here... We're out of the fire radius now. Feels like negative 36. Okay, so there's no way we're going to overcome that with the clothing. I was kind of hoping, like, you know, wouldn't that be awesome? But... Okay. So we're starting to get clothed. It feels weird. Naked man doesn't know what he's doing here. Double long johns. Ooh. Snow pants with the cargo pants underneath. We're gonna take the insulated boots. Wait, what snow pants did I take? Yeah, same diff. 2 pairs of socks, guys. We're gonna put on double parkas. We're gonna put on double fisherman sweaters. We're gonna put on the mittens. Can you put 2? I can't remember now. Can you put 2 pairs of mittens on? No, 1. For some reason, right? You could totally double mitten. I feel like I've done that before. Why won't they let us do that? Now, doesn't that feel good? Look at that, guys. So, about as kitted as you can be, but it's only plus 18. So there you go. Still freezing his butt off out here. All that for plus 18. So wait, we were negative 36 before. Yeah, plus 18. Really, you know? It's like, in the end, it doesn't make that much of a difference on this mode, the plus 18. And I'm sure I could repair it all up, you know? But, what's our weight now? Oh, it really wasn't that heavy. Okay. 22 to 29. 7 kilos worth of clothing. That's light. Wow. This Gucci kit's really light. So 7 kilos for 18 degrees at this point, but when it's all healed up, it'll be much higher. And I'm not going to hang around to do that because it would be like an absolute Oh, they have blood on these already. Wow. Came with blood. Nice. Oh, I took off the satchel. Oops. But yeah, we're not going to repair it all, but...
Thank goodness.
This stuff is about 50%. Maybe it's double. You know, maybe it would be close to neutral. A lot of this stuff's around 50%. A lot of the big ticket items are around 50%. These aren't, but those are 93. So it's probably just shy of the 36. It's probably like 30, which is kind of amazing. You could walk in the middle of the night with impunity pretty much. So let's go see what it is now. It's dawn. You know, it's not going to be much nicer, but 36 still. Let's just check. Let's sleep till midday. Oh, like they put a bit of time in. 2 more hours. If it doesn't blizzard, it may warm up a bit. You have to wait till evening to find out what the temperature is. But I know it in my heart that if you maxed all this kit out, you can walk. Oh, that's beautiful, guys. Wow. Look at that. And what is it over here? Negative 35. It hasn't warmed up much, but I think by sundown it'll be nice. So there it is, guys. Look at that beautiful dawn. Wow. On day 43, guys, the ceremonial dressing of the naked man. No longer embraced by the winter. So, oh, it's peaceful. At some point, Hinterland's going to turn the heat up again by 10 degrees, guys. 10 degrees. So, never mind. So, negative 40 got colder. Weird. I thought it was coldest just around dawn, but does it dip down when the sun comes up? It should get a little warmer technically, but I don't know what's going on. Look at that. It was negative 36, now it's 39. I don't know. But anyway, they're going to up the temperature by 10 degrees, guys. So that will be 29. So yeah, this clothing topped up, you basically could walk around with impunity. So there's no need to do it naked. You really don't need to. It was fun though, guys. It was a blast. I really enjoyed the naked run. It was silly, you know, be the first to admit it, but you know, it was an experiment. It taught me a few things about the game too. So, and I've already said this all. So anyway, if you made it to the end of the epilogue, good on you. It's a bit of extra mileage here for the Naked Man. And I'll catch you guys on the next run. I'm going to do another run, guys. I have a couple things in mind, so hang tight. It might take me a little bit of time to get back into the swing here. I'm not talking about a long break, but I was sort of tossing up in my mind whether to do another Long Dark run or another, what's it called, 7 Days to Die run. 7 Days to Die, I have a few different ideas of what to do, but, you know, the thing was, I did a training run, but I kind of felt like I got my money's worth with the training run, and I don't know what else I could really do. You know, the Dead is Dead run could be interesting, but I don't know. It's a discussion to have at a later date. There's no need to do it here. It's been a long enough episode, but yeah, I think suffice it to say my next run will probably be the Long Dark. So if you enjoy this game, I'm here to do some more of it, I think. So anyway, look at that beautiful sunrise, guys. Wow. Timberwolf Mountain, guys, in all its glory. What a beautiful place. You really don't want to leave, and I don't think the Naked Man will. I think he's here for keeps. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. It's been a big pleasure, and I will catch you guys next run.